welcome to Sunset Rewind. My name is Dale Thayer, and today we're going to profile the boys varsity basketball program at Edison High School. And to do this, we have none other than the head coach, Josh Beaty. Welcome, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, Coach, rather than breaking down the X's and the O's, we want to talk about you and the players and these student athletes that bring it every day at practice. They bring it every game night, and why this team matters to the school and the community, and ultimately give the fans a reason to come out and watch and support the team. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, no, like we're really excited about this particular team. It's a lot different than last year's team. This team, we have a very, very good player, but we also have a lot of other guys around him, and the pieces really fit well. Practices are a lot of fun because we have 13 players, and they're all kind of, we have Derick obviously is our leader, but everyone else really fits in really well, and practices are very competitive as a result. So yeah, they're really good kids too. Like on campus, they're great in the classroom, and just a bunch of kids that I think you can come out and root for.
Yeah, practice being fun is important. I can't say that practice is fun with every sport, but it certainly is with basketball. I remember that.
Yeah,
and the practices were fun.
I think it's important to keep
scrimmage.
Practice
Let's scrimmage, Coach. A lot of scrimmaging, right?
I always want to play.
So let's start with you. I mean, it's because of you that we're not just playing pickup basketball, right? No. We're not just rolling the ball out. If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be successful, I don't think. It's a team sport, and without a leader and a coach, it's a different sport. We're not playing pickup here. This is serious competitive basketball. So it looks like it's your second season with the school.
Yeah.
And you have some experience prior coaching. Maybe you can go over that real quick with us. If my bio is correct, looks like you have 14 years experience, most recently at Fountain Valley.
Wow, 14, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Time flies, huh?
Yeah. So this is my 14th year as the head coach, and I've been a head coach at a few different programs. I actually started coaching at Santa Margarita. Jerry DeBusk gave me my first coaching job, and started off coaching the Frosh B team, and then the sophomore team, and JV. And then, so I think back to that as my start, and I'm just like really grateful that he gave me the opportunity to coach a team and kind of teach me everything, I've always loved basketball. Loved basketball since I was 7 years old, and played in high school and played at a small college. Never thought I'd like coaching, but then once I tried it, I think it was like after the second or third practice, I was like, man, I love this, and so I just, took off from there. I think I'm a better coach than I was a player just because I overthink everything, and it kind of helps me as a coach, but as a player, it's not a very good quality. It tends to not be a very helpful quality. And but the thing about being a player that's better than being a coach is you exert yourself like physically in a game. So after games, you're like tired. You're physically tired.
Right.
Whereas the coaches, you still have the same adrenaline and same butterflies and all that. But when the game is over, you're still wound up.
Right.
So it's just juxtaposing like the difference between being a player and a coach. But I've always loved basketball since I was a kid.
Well, I'm sure coaching has made you a better player, and you mentioned that you still play a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
Is
when
it
you get
mostly
older,
with the kids just messing around, or you still play a little pickup?
Yeah, every spring I try and get in shape and play a little open gym with them. But you just get a lot smarter when you get older.
Right.
It's funny how it is because sometimes kids could be a lot better if they knew how to, because the game just slows down for you when you get older.
Right.
Because it has to.
Right.
But a lot of times kids just don't know how to slow down, and so they're always just going fast. Their body's going fast. Their mind's going fast. But the good players learn to play at their own pace and slow down. But that's something you have to do when you get older.
Right. Well, I think you kind of answered some of my questions here. What drew you to coaching, and what do you love most about coaching high school basketball? Is there anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I think I'm hyper-competitive. Like, I'm just a very competitive person. And when I was a kid, I thought everyone was competitive. And I didn't understand, some people are okay with losing, And I remember like the first time I was watching a game with my dad on TV and my team was losing. The team that I wanted to win was losing. And I remember like throwing stuff at the TV and getting in trouble, obviously. But I just thought everyone was like that.
Right.
So after I stopped playing college basketball and I was done playing college basketball, I was okay for a while, but I worked a few different jobs. And then it just took me a while to realize I need to do something where I'm beating someone.
Right.
I need a scoreboard
Something
that
right.
determines like who wins, who
Right.
loses. And so for me, that's what brings me to life more than anything else, I think.
Right, I get it. And you filled some pretty big shoes at Edison. I know Rich Boyce was the coach there for,
Yeah.
I believe, about 24 years.
Yeah.
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 Do you glean any wisdom from him?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's really hard to take over for someone that has done such a good job for so long and has won so many games and has such a good reputation. It's really, really difficult. It's easy to take over for someone that has not done well and people are kind of ready for something new, but like in this case, it's very, very difficult. But yeah, I ask him questions all the time. We work together on gym schedule and admin and logistics and stuff like that. But I try to ask him about basketball because I know he's smarter than me.
Right. Well, big shoes to fill. He's still the athletic director, which is nice. He's still with the school and still has influence over the program. So that's special. Okay, well, enough about you. Let's get on to the team maybe, huh? Yeah. So let's recap the season so far and talk about this team more. So I think we're wrapping up non-league play, right?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of tournaments, non-league. I think currently you guys are 9-2, very impressive. And I think your strength of schedule is fairly impressive too. Can you maybe tell us about some of those tournaments and what you would consider maybe some of your better wins to date?
Yeah, it's a pretty good schedule. If you look at teams like Los, for example, in our league, they don't have as good of a record, but their schedule is way tougher than ours. So it's always one of those things as a high school coach, you want to be smart about your schedule. Everyone has a different idea of what to do with the schedule. So we wanted to have a good schedule, but also take into account like strength of schedule points. So when they map out the divisions, we were in a good place there. But we've had some good wins. Derick Johnson broke the school record against Mission Viejo and scored 50 points in that game.
Wow.
A few weeks ago, and Mission Viejo is a good basketball team. We beat MLK on Saturday in the Los Al Showcase. It's another good team. Played really, really well. We've had a handful of really good wins, but we're really looking forward to these league matchups here in a few weeks. Right.
The league's upon us. How many games are left before league starts in January? One more tournament. You guys are heading down to San Diego, right?
Yeah. We play in the
What's
Torrey
that one
Pines
all about?
tournament.
And what are the teams we need to look out for in that one?
Yeah, those are a lot of San Diego schools, and a lot of schools come from all over from different areas because it's a good tournament.
Looks like in the first round you play Mira Mesa.
Yeah, San Diego school. Yeah, so they're really good. Yeah, those teams are good, so we'll see how we fare in that tournament. So after we play those 4 games, then on January 3rd, we play
that's your first league game.
Marina, yeah.
Right, all right. Open up the league against Marina.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys stay down in San Diego for this tournament? Or are you driving back and forth? Or
one of the things you try and do as a coach is when you map out the year, like try and do a few things where you like travel together and just do stuff. Like we're going to go to a UCSD game when we're down there and go see the Midway while we're down there. And stay down there for 4 days.
Good idea. As some cultural events. Yeah. The Midways are great.
They're not going to be into it, but I like it.
You'll force on them, and they'll look back in 10, 20 years and be glad they did it, right?
Yeah.
That's usually how it works. All right, so give us a taste of who this team is. I mean, if you could describe the team in a few words, what do these guys take pride in? What makes this group unique, maybe different from other teams you've coached?
Yeah. Well, it's no secret. Derick Johnson is the key focal point to this team. He's averaging 33 points a game right now. He's also the leading rebounder. My favorite quality about Derick is, like me, he's hyper competitive.
Doesn't like losing.
He does not like losing. He's phenomenal at scoring the basketball, but he's always doing it to win. He's not doing it just to score points. He's not doing it for highlights. And a lot of kids are, doing that nowadays, right? Like he always, first and foremost, wants to win the game. Leading the team in steals, leading the team in assists. Yeah, so
filling up that box score, huh?
Yeah.
Good for him.
And the thing about this team, though, is I've had teams before where you have multiple guys that can score a lot, and they're not always happy with the amount of shots that they get. They're not always happy with. They're more focused on making sure they get theirs, Whereas this is a team where all the pieces fit because everyone understands. Like Derick is the guy is going to have the guy with the ball in his hands, and other guys get their opportunities because he's unselfish.
Right.
And
he's drawing attention.
And he passes. When he draws attention, he passes and he makes other guys better. But there's no cases, there's no jealousy, there's no issues that need to be worked out on this team because all the pieces fit very, very well. So.
Right. And he's a senior. He'll be graduating, and
Yes,
he's already signed or committed to a college, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
He's going to Cal State Dominguez Hills, which is one of the best Division II programs in the nation. Coach Becker is doing an amazing job. They actually went to the national championship last year. And he's going to literally one of the best Division II basketball programs in the nation. He's young too. He's 17 years old, a very, very young senior. So, wow. He's got a lot of basketball ahead of him. I think he's only really scratched the surface of what he can be.
So instead of being held back, like a lot of kids these days, the parents actually started him early, sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, so there's a profile of one senior. Is there another senior you can maybe pick out of your roster that you can highlight that we should, as a fan, be looking out for when we attend games?
Yeah. Fan favorite, really. My kids, when we get in the car, they're like, "Oh, first time they went to a game, like, who's that number 30? He tries so hard. He's such a hustler." Teddy Goslow, number 30. Yeah, he's a senior, and he's one of those glue guys, role players. He's skilled, and he can score, but he just plays so hard.
Yeah,
he just after 30 seconds, 45 seconds of him being out there, he's already gassed because he doesn't pace himself in a good way,
Yeah.
So
now,
he just
you as a
so
coach, if he's gassed and puts his hand up, will you take him out, knowing that he can go back in the game when he's ready?
That's a good question. It depends on the situation, because sometimes a tired Teddy is better than maybe someone on the bench, and other times, he just needs a break.
I get it. Well, I was going to ask you about, one of your harder workers. It sounds like he might be it, but what about an energy guy, somebody that brings a spark when needed? Do you have other players that fit that category?
Yeah, well, Jackie Oy is another player. He was
he had a brother with the program, huh?
Jaden Oy, his brother's at Santiago this year playing. He's doing really well.
Great.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
I remember him.
Great family, great kid. Jackie, he's on here as Jackson, which is funny. But yeah, we call him Jackie, and he was our sixth man last year. So he came off the bench, and he made a bunch of big shots, and he was very consistent last year. So this year, his role is a lot different because he starts, he has the ball in his hands a lot, he gets a lot more shots, he plays a lot more minutes. But he's a lot of fun to watch, and everyone loves watching how he plays too because he plays very hard. He's little, but he's a great shooter.
Makes up for it.
He plays great defense. He's a great team player. Yeah, just everybody loves him.
Better keep that dribble down around him.
Yeah.
He'll take that thing from you. How about maybe an improved player, someone that's really grown through the season or maybe grown through the program? Anyone jump out at you?
Yeah,
we
Mike,
love those players too.
Yeah, Mike Parks-Lee, he played JV last year. He's a sophomore, number 24. And I got him in and we started working with him in the summer. And he's like, oh yeah, he's big. Maybe he can help us. He can rebound. But he just keeps getting better. He's developed his back to the basket game to where he can score around the basket. He's a good passer. He has a good feel for basketball. And just overall, he like a lot of these kids, the younger players, they are so coachable. They absorb information so quick. So when we teach defense and offense and all that, you really only have to tell them once. And so it's really enjoyable. Yeah, but Mike is really developed.
Let's talk defense. Do you have a player that just says, I want to guard the best player on the other team? That enforcer, that junkyard dog that's a little crazy that says, let me guard that guy.
Yeah,
let me take that charge.
That's always Derick too.
Yeah.
So Yeah, but sometimes
Yeah,
as a coach, you got to be like, yeah, dude. Actually, you got to guard this guy. You got to let someone else do that because we need to get 40 tonight. But
yeah.
But yeah, no, Derick is like our best defensive player as well. But the rest of the guys, they're so like I said, they're so coachable, and so they pay so much attention to detail to where all of them are very have really improved, and they continue to improve week to week. But yeah, just overall, it's a very solid defensive team.
You got some good communicators out there, guys that are quarterbacking the defense, talking to the ball. You can hear them from the parking lot. You got some vocal kids.
Yeah, we try to, when we work on our stuff, we try to emphasize like every single kid to talk in drills, because it's funny because they'll talk in class. They'll talk
when you don't want
break.
to.
Yeah,
when they're not supposed
to. But then we're like, hey, now it's time to talk, and they all shut up.
I noticed that high school basketball that tends to be the way these kids.
We always jokingly just say, "You use your words." Just come on, talk to each other. You're talking over here, but you don't want to talk when the basketball game starts.
Yeah,
so
and those words can make you a better defender
for sure.
Just another tool, another arrow in the quiver. Okay, how about character and leadership? You got, when things get tough, the kid who doesn't panic, or just the leader that all the other kids respect.
Yeah.
Any true leaders on the squad?
Well, Andrew Hoffman is a senior.
Yeah.
Number 32, and he actually doesn't. He hasn't. He doesn't always play a lot, but he always has a phenomenal attitude. And he's the guy that leads all the breaks. Chargers on 3 out of every timeout.
Love it.
And before and after practice, and he has great. He's just an awesome kid. He has great character. Very selfless. Like I said, even if he's not playing, it doesn't affect his attitude and his disposition on the bench at all. And he's like, sometimes kids just don't. We do. Coaches realize how important that is, but a lot of times kids, they only notice the good players that are scoring a lot of points. They don't notice kids like that. And kids like that are just vital to a healthy team and a healthy culture.
Right. Yep. How about your practice squad? You mentioned it. I heard you mention it, but maybe, the kids that don't get a lot of playing time, but, they're instrumental in helping the team win. And when they do go in the game, they impact the game.
Yeah, you know what?
Any kids jump out?
Yeah, I mean, like, what helps our team win, what has helped our team get better is, like I said, you have Derick, who's leading us in scoring and a lot of other statistical categories. But after that, you have 10 more players that are all good. Right. And so practices every day are competitive.
Right.
And they're good kids. They don't complain about it. But we've been very forthright in saying, this week you might be playing, and next week you might not be playing. Right. Based on how you practice, based on when you come in the game, how you play. And so it's a really good luxury to have as a coach if the kids have good attitudes.
Right.
If they start pouting about, like this week I was starting, now I'm not, then it becomes a negative thing. But all of these kids are good. And, so it really helps you continue to build and develop. And, it's just because they're always on notice.
Well, that sounds very fair as a coach. It's a meritocracy. They got to earn it, and their attitude's got to be proper. They can't hurt the culture. They got to be good in the locker room. And
I'll give you an example. Jacob McDonald, number 4, Jacob McDonald. He's a senior. He started some games. He had a great game on Saturday. And, I remember at halftime going in and telling the guys, like, Jacob is playing great. He hasn't even attempted a shot, but because he's played hard, like he's talking, he's defensively, his off-ball positioning is perfect at all times. He's helping his team. So you're going to start the second half. So it's like stuff like that, where kids see that, they know you mean what you say, and you reward that, and then it just keeps them
thinking that could be me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that approach. So, all right, let's talk about what's ahead. So there's one tournament left. That's the one we talked about down in San Diego. And then we're on to league play, and Sunset League is tough.
Very tough, yeah.
You got your work cut out, but you're one of the better teams. I'm sure you have a plan to I'm sure the goal is to win that league. Why not you?
Yeah, it always is. Yeah, Corona Del Mar is very good this
Yeah.
year. Los Al is always good. But they have a lot of good players, and all the coaches are very good. And so it's going to be tough, but we all look forward to it.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the fan support. Why? To me, these games they're exciting. They're competitive. Why go to these games? They're 32 minutes long. They're quick. You're indoors. It's winter.
Yeah.
I love everything about the game. Where else can you get a floor seat to a basketball game for like $10?
Yeah, right.
And not have to leave your own town, right?
Yeah.
So what do the fans mean to you? It's so fun. It's more fun to play in front of the fans and coach in front of the fans.
For sure.
So
yeah,
one of the reasons we're talking about your team and your players is we want to get the fans out to support you guys.
Yeah.
So do you guys have a student section?
Oh yeah.
I know every school does, but do you have a name? Is it?
Oh yeah, we had.
And what do they mean to the team? And
oh yeah, the mess. We have a crazy student section. We actually won best student section in Orange County last year. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, the big thing
do they have a nickname?
Yeah, the mess.
The mess?
Yeah,
you said
mess.
That. The mess.
Yeah, the mess.
MESS.
MESS. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, they're great, and what makes high school fun, because you go to, even like I went to a college game the other day and there was no one there. You know, like junior college basketball, it's great basketball, but you just don't get fans.
Right.
What makes high school basketball fun is the environments.
Yes.
And last year, these league games, we had phenomenal environments. Like we always get a DJ for our home games, and we always have a theme, and we get help from ASB and Booster Club, and it just, there's just such a massive difference when you pack the house compared to playing in an empty gym. Yeah, and it's a lot of fun for the kids too.
I mean, that can be your sixth man right there, huh? The fan section.
Yeah, for sure.
Get the team going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Will they travel with you guys? Do they hit the road and go to road games?
They do to most road games. Yeah, because we got some good rivalries like the Fountain Valley.
Is that the big rival?
Yeah,
Fountain Valley?
The kids love.
I know that was back in the day, but
Fountain Valley.
And they look good this year, don't they? I know they have a strong record. I don't know about their
they look good
schedule, but okay. So that's the big game. That was another question I had for you. If we can't make all the games, looking at the calendar, which games should we circle here? So Fountain Valley is the big rivalry. You got them twice, home and away. January 14th and again on January 30th. The home game's on the 14th.
That's
you guys have like
too.
a senior night or
the 30th? That's senior night. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good one.
Sure
that's the game against Fountain Valley.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a double. Mark that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that gives us some great color, Coach, on the program. I would say in closing, we just went through the games that you can't miss. You don't need to sell me. I mean, basketball is such a great sport. To me, it's the ultimate in power and finesse. You're playing two ways, both offense and defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be athletic. You got to be in shape. The only problem is there's only 5 positions, huh? If there's one knock on this game, there's only 5 positions.
Well, yeah, when you're a high school coach and you have playing time things to work through, them only having 5 players, that creates a lot of problems for us. Because if you have we have good kids, so we're it's fine. But if you have 12 players and 7 of them are good and they're on the bench, usually you have at least 2 or 3 unhappy parents.
Right.
So yes, it does make it imperfect.
Correct. Yeah, it's too bad you can't have 2 varsity teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean football. You got 11. Positions, both sides of the ball, special teams. Baseball is 9, and soccer is 11. A little different. Basketball's tough that way. But it's such a great sport. A sport that you can play the rest of your life. There's pickup games all over town,
if your
right?
knees hold up, yeah.
But we have an old man game we still play, and it's fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Where at?
It's at the JCC in Irvine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know where that is. But
yeah. I live in Irvine.
Yeah, try it out sometime. Every morning, 7:30 a.m. We're running.
You might see the dark side, though, if I play basketball with you, so I don't know if
you're hyper-competitive. You warned us. Well, folks, that's Coach Beaty, and we just want to thank you for giving us an inside look at the boys varsity program at Edison, and we want to wish you the best of luck with the remainder of the season, and we'll see you at the gym.
Thanks for having me, man. That was great. Appreciate
that was great.
it.
Thank you, Coach.
Right on.